like a race car flight, but it ain't a car. It's a super fast tortoise going the speed of light, breaking all the
Even in space, a group of tortoises is called a creep. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise Morning Coffee Show.
Whoa.
Cool.
Woo. Oh, fresh new intro, everybody.
Nice.
Yeah. Welcome to the Morning Coffee Show, everybody. We are here on this Friday morning. Hope to boost up your F&M tonight. We're going to have a good conversation and a good time. Thank you for stopping by. What's up?
I got one thing to say real quick. I'm just halfway here after last night, as you can tell.
Yeah. That was a long game.
You guys, this marathon commander game that was like 3 hours.
That's crazy.
All right, go ahead to what you're doing, Tortoise.
We got Cane Shaker. Cane Shaker, what's up?
James Willis, Cane Shaker. I shake my cane at the clouds with my fury.
That's right.
We have a cane in this building somewhere. I need to find it.
All right, but let's introduce everybody. To my right, we have the one, the only, the sassy, the saucy MTG Hillbilly.
God, blag it.
How are you?
The half sexiest man in Magic.
Until that shirt's off and all is, whew, it's 98 degrees in this house.
That'll never happen again.
Oh, he said the word never.
You know what? Never say never, because when you do, it happens. All
It
right.
does.
Oh, but below me is the Mohawk. We have Time to Rock.
We got the TheoneRAYman.
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing very well. It's just been a very busy morning.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm in the pre-show meeting a half hour early. This morning, I was there about 6 minutes early. I had so much stuff going on, getting ready for a very busy weekend, but I'm super excited, ready to be here. Let's do this thing.
Let's do this thing. And finally, the logo, the wolf. We have
Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? How's it going?
No, I'm here anyways.
He's like, I'm here.
Sometimes that's all you can be, brother. Sometimes you just got to be present.
That's right. Sometimes being present is just all we want, all we need. You know, we love it when
That's all we can do.
Yeah. Like I remember going to school and tired back in the day when I was a young one, and the teachers would be teaching you, and you're like trying not to fall asleep at the seat because you had to wake up at like 6:30 in the morning, catch a bus or walk to school or everything. It was insane. I always walk.
I'm sure he was like walking uphill in the snow both directions.
That's how it was literally for my high school career, because we had to walk up a hill and go down a hill to get to school. Then on the way home, we had to walk up a hill to walk down a hill. That's crazy. That's how it was when I was a kid. But in this story, I did have shoes.
I used to have to walk 7 miles just to go to work.
I did that too when I worked at Wally World. Wally World.
7 miles to work and 7 miles from work.
Oh, I see. You make that sound easy. Like I had to walk like 8 miles to work. Then I had to walk during the entirety of work. Then I had to walk 8 miles back home from work. Then get like 5-6 hours of sleep just to repeat the process. It was fun. Good morning, Captain Waffles. Got the waffles.
Captain Waffles.
Yeah. Capitan. That's right. Well, with that, let's get into the first segment of the day. The first segment of the day. Yeah.
Card of the day.
Hold on a second. I forgot to upload stuff.
We're not the card of the day.
Sure we are. We're legendary creatures, aren't we? Aren't we?
I mean, yeah, but I'm probably an uncommon.
Card of the day is Repulsive Mutation. Yeah. It's a fun card. Hold on a second. Okay, make sure we didn't copy yesterday's card. Repulsive Mutation costs a blue and a green and X. Instant. It says put X +1 counters on target creature you control, then counter up to 1 target spell unless its controller pays mana value equal to the greatest power among creatures you control.
Ooh. That's a very, very good counterspell.
It's like X can be 0 as long as you have like a creature on board and still counter the spell. You know, as long as they pay the power. So if you have a 6/6 on board, 2 mana, it's counter target spell unless they pay 6. But if you want to pay 3, it's 7. And the more you pay into it, the bigger it gets. But I think it's a solid little counter spell. Yeah. It does nothing when there's nothing on the board for you, but in a counter deck, it has some teeth.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. This is a solid card.
I like it.
Counter those dang on board whites, of course, played last night.
I didn't play a single board wipe last night. That was everybody else. I felt like I was in the wrong game.
I know it.
I even double checked my graveyard to make sure I didn't play a board wipe. I'm like, what's up with this game? All these board wipes, and I'm not one of them.
That was a weird game last night because you didn't play no board wipes.
Right. Repulsive Mutation comes from Murders at Karlov Manor, or one of the star cards. This card might nudge up in value like 10-15 cents just because it fits the Turtles deck pretty well.
Mm-hmm. All
right. But by the way, Timothy Limited is boring and Sneak is a broken mechanic.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Timothy's not limited. Like, gosh, when I was playing Sealed, everybody had like 7 removal spells, and I had like 4. That was crazy.
If you think Sneak is broken, boy, Ninjutsu would like a word, sir, because that mechanic was truly broken.
Right. Now let's move to the picture of the day. Picture of the day is AI gets tricky for the blue mage. There you go.
Wow.
I was trying to make a Jace the Mind Sculptor turtle type of card, and it kept giving me weird prompts. Like the face doesn't look like a turtle; it looks like an alien.
Yep.
Kind of turtley.
It kind of looks like an iguana without the neck beard.
Right.
I was thinking more like a lizard, maybe.
Something. I mean, it does have a beak like a tortoise does, but it looks more alien than turtle.
Mm-hmm.
There's also like a dragonfly on his belt.
Yeah. Actually, it looks like a face hugger almost if you look at it. It has the 2 air sacs at the bottom of it. Has the legs and the head that wraps around your face.
Those do kind of look like, I can see that. I can see those being the flappy air sacs that kind of hang off of its backside. Yeah,
it's kind of interesting. AI did whatever, and it pulled off this picture. I had to share it. I was trying to look up for memes because people can post memes in the picture of the day. It won't hurt my feelings if you want to do memes. I just make pictures of the day because I will have to have a picture of the day. With that, we got to move to the second thing. The second thing is, where is it?
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day.
Question today is brought to you by yours truly. We actually missed this yesterday. I realized that after the show. Let's get to it.
Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is it okay to cross over IPs with other...
That's not the question of the day. That was the other question of the day the other day. I am so behind. Excuse me. My brain is not here today. Because we didn't answer the question if it's okay to cross over IPs. You can have Batman and Turtles playing all together. There we are. Here we go. We're trying to get it up. Today is just a fluke day. Yesterday was an emotional day for us. So let's get to it.
Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is, what is a keepsake or something you treasure that you just display about Magic the Gathering or one of your hobbies? What is something that you hold up like these, like the toys and all that? Like, what do you display for everybody to see about your hobbies? Let's go.
There you go.
Well,
So I don't have anything I keep on display. I mean, I guess I have like some Doom stuff and stuff, but the one thing I keep with me, I keep it in my wallet, is this old beat up island. You can see this thing's been through hell. This is a Dragon Shield sleeve. When the first LGS that I ever really became a regular at, played 80% of my tournaments at back in the day, closed. They were having their big closeout sale, and I went up to the owner and I'm like, you don't have any Magic stuff left, but you still have some. He still had like a box of basic lands, and I had him sell me an island.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it in a sleeve, and I've kept it in my wallet on me at all times. So I at any given time, I have an island in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
That I bought from the vault when Wayne retired.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have nothing either. I'm just like that Ray right now, but I don't display nothing. To be honest.
You don't have cats to worry about. Why don't you display anything? You used to have cards on your wall.
Yeah, but I kind of took those down, put them in decks.
That's where they should be.
That's right.
Yep.
If a card is good enough to be displayed, it's good enough to be in a deck somewhere, unless it has sentimental value.
Right.
Yep.
And even then, I'd argue it should be in a deck so you can tell the story whenever it comes up.
That's right.
True.
Yeah. Oh, what about you, Lone Wolf? Do you display anything of your hobby treasures?
Probably my commander decks.
Nice. You
Nice.
just have them on a shelf?
Yep.
That's awesome. That's a good display piece too. And you just
That's cool, for sure.
rip one off the shelf when you play a game of Commander or something.
Nice.
Pretty
That's
much.
awesome.
Yep.
Cane Shaker says he has an uncut foil sheet of War of the Spark. Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Then Captain Waffle says my Spellground playmat. Yeah, I bought when I first started playing with tons of autographs on it from many Magic pros over the years. Hell yeah.
Cool.
You guys are awesome. I just got toys and a big D20. That's all I got. I'm not as impressive as you guys.
My buddy Kevin has one of those. He brings a playmat that has like 25 MTG Pro signatures on it.
Mm-hmm.
He just brings them. That's what he plays when he comes to F&M. He just brings it with him every week. It's pretty cool to look at.
Nice. Ooh, Kryptonite. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Whoa. Welcome to the show. The show where we get to the show. Divider.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. This is a free show on YouTube. It is completely volunteer based. This program is made possible by viewers like you, and share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And also by contributions made to your Super Fast Tortoise channel and from viewers like you. You all rock. You are awesome.
You're crazy!
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Whoa! everybody. We're in the topic of zone. All right, really quick. Kryptonite says I have a planes Joey Moss sent me that he signed for me. Hell yeah, that's
Nice.
That's cool.
I have some basic lands that were signed by other YouTubers. That's pretty cool. They're somewhere on the shelf there, in there. But I don't use them. I don't use signed lands because it bugged me to play with cards with alterations on them.
Yeah.
That are like cover text.
Well, I alter lands. I'll sign them and send them out.
Mm-hmm.
I do that myself.
All right.
I'm actually going to talk to Brad tonight about altering my evolution witness art to make it look like a turtle, because he's like obviously, look behind me, he's a great artist, and he does card alters for people if they want to commission him to.
Right.
So I'm going to see if I can get him to do my Evo witness and
yeah,
Cool.
maybe do one of each turtle or something. So at least it'll fit more in my theme of the deck.
something like that's pretty cool. If it doesn't cover the text, it doesn't bother me. If it covers the text,
It won't cover the text.
Yeah, if it covers the text, I'm like, what the hell? I'm very picky.
Yeah.
When it
What
comes
is
to reading
doing?
cards.
People play textless cards.
I used to play Texas cards. Then someone got disqualified because the judge couldn't look up the card that was textless to know what it does to make a good ruling. That was back before phones had internet.
I'll get you a proxy made of your evolution witness with a turtle on it.
Mm-hmm. Right, you could do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, let's get to the topic. The MTG legendary problem, can it be solved? So, I was watching Distraction Makers. Surprisingly, I wasn't subscribed to him until last night. I thought I subscribed to him. And then they were talking about the legendary problem. Mark Rosewater brought out an article saying that Universes Beyond has caused the legendary problem because characters with proper names had to be legendary by the rule set that it is, and they're trying to want to break from that rule set.
Yeah, we talked about this last week when it came out. It was really interesting. Really interesting article.
He says, I'm at work. I join. I'd appreciate that, Cosmic Seeds. Awesome member of the channel.
Awesome.
Yeah. But
I mean, the way I see it, some creatures need to be legendary. For example, the turtles that we just got released. I think every one of the turtles should be legendary because they're main characters in Turtles. So is Splinter, Crane, Bebop, Rocksteady. All the main characters should be legendary. That's just what I believe.
That's not the dilemma. That's not the dilemma they're having, right? Like they believe the Turtles should have a legendary card, but they don't think the Turtles cards should all be legendary, right? Like you can have like 4 different Mikeys, one of them be legendary, but not other versions of it be legendary.
Right.
That's what I think we're talking about. Because like Jenica, like they made Jenica legendary. Her card's not legendary worthy, but they made her legendary because she's a proper named character. And
I dare say there's a lot of cards in Magic that are legendaries that aren't worthy of being legendaries. Like their rules and stuff, just this card's not worthy of being a legendary.
Yeah,
that's not a turtle problem. That's a Magic problem. They keep like the cards just legendary shouldn't be a rarity,
right?
And I think when people see legendary, they automatically assume that because it's a legendary something creature, or that it's going to that makes it inherently more powerful.
Like
but legendary is not a legendary is not a rarity, right? So just because a card is a legendary doesn't mean it's going to be super powerful.
Right. It doesn't guarantee it's going to be super powerful. The legend rule as used to be, like when they first created legendary creatures, when they first created legendary creatures, there was only one legendary creature allowed in your deck of that creature type or that creature?
Yep. It was singleton, and if your opponent played the same one you did, they both died immediately.
Yes. I remember when that was the rule. When I played, you could have more than one legendary creature in the deck, but you could only have one in the battlefield, and only one could be on the battlefield at all times. If you played another, they would sacrifice. So the Planeswalkers used to be the same way too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that was the 6th edition change.
part of it was 6th edition. Later on, it was in the 20.
Oh yeah. I mean, like the first change I think was 6th edition, the one where instead of both dying, only the newest one got to stay. I think that changed in 6th edition.
Right. I've been playing since '94. The original legendary rule made you think more strategy more. For sure, I agree. It did.
Yep.
That what's dumb is with the current rule, you can have 5 different Leonardos. That's right. You should only have one version of Leonardo and have to sacrifice one whenever Leonardo enters the battlefield. Well, that's how the old rules were. And Kanechick agrees with you, Rayman. Take care, Cosmic Seeds.
And here's the thing, though, if you look at the Leonardos that are in these Leonardos, for example, just because it's a Leonardo doesn't mean it's the same Leonardo from the same timeline, right?
Right.
Like, TMNT has gone very much into alternate timelines and multiverses and all that fun, theoretical physicist stuff. So having the same character isn't necessarily a bad thing because it could literally be different versions of the character. And I think that they're doing something along those lines.
K-Check says it seems that this is just another topic for haters to lay blame on the TMT and University nonsense. Well, I would agree if it wasn't for Wizards of the Coast coming out and talking about it.
Right.
So Wizards just wants to make it to where they aren't stuck in designing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you read the entire thing that Mark Rosewater says, it's only a problem because it's painting them into a design corner. That's the only issue they have with it. Because their internal design rules state that if it's a character with a proper name, it has to be a legendary.
Right.
And there are a couple other, there were 3 things I don't remember because I read the article like last week, but there were 3 things that were legendaries, and they want to take one of those things out just to make it to where there aren't as many legendaries.
Right.
And the reason, again, is a game issue. They just don't want to be stuck doing that in the design process. That limits them as designers. And I'm fine with that. If they want to change that rule, they have made more impactful rules in Magic the Gathering than that over the decades. That's fine, right?
Right. Like, because what's kind of going on and what's part of the design process they're dealing with is they want to, like in Turtles, they want to create a Raphael legendary creature, but they want to be able to create a Raphael non-legendary creature and not have to change its name to the turtle with the red mask,
Right.
That's what they want to do. And some people brought up as another subtype, super type, as a rules, like Iconic. It was brought up by Saffron Olive, I believe. Right?
That's what they're going to do.
That's what they're
going to do. That is what they're going to do.
And people are talking about adding a super type like Iconic as like a card type for creatures, so you can know it is a special character that's not legendary. I thought the word unique would work in this case. Like you have a unique Leonardo, it's not legendary, but like it lets you know the character's unique, like a unique creature type. Maybe it could have its own rule subtype, or they can just be like, screw it. You can have proper named characters that are not legendary because Shredder could have just had Myriad.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and that's almost certainly what they're going to do, right? When you read that article, Mark Rosewater has basically said that they're just going to make it to where just because something has a proper name doesn't mean it's going to be legendary. They have pretty much said that's how they're going to fix this issue,
right?
And that's fine. It'll take a little bit of adjusting when you open a pack, right? You're going to have to actually. And so if you see a named something in this, this stuff takes time, right? So this time next year, you're opening up a pack of Batman the card set, right? And you're like, oh, hey, this is a Robin. You're going to have to look to see if it's actually a legendary or not.
Right.
Because it may not be.
But yeah, so whatever they do would be interesting if they create a different subtype or just take away legendary from certain characters, some design.
No, I think they're just going to take legendary off of it.
Mm-hmm. Because
if you take legendary off and then you add something in, then you're not simplifying design, right?
Right.
Their goal is to simplify design.
Mhm.
So if you're taking something off but adding something in, then you're just adding another thing that you have to keep up with.
Right. Like if they added unique, people would be like, what's unique? Well, it means nothing other than the character's unique. You know?
Right. So
Mhm.
just take the legend, just don't give it a legendary tag and just move on.
Right.
I think that's the way to go.
Which is interesting design because like you've seen some legendary creatures out there where their ability doesn't justify being a one of, right? Sometimes a legendary creature, like say Splinter, who's a legendary creature, who gives your ninjas +1/+1, you'd like more of those out there. That particular Splinter didn't have to be legendary, but because it's a proper name, they made him legendary.
Right. There needs to be a ninja lord.
Right.
And why couldn't it be Splinter?
Right.
If they had changed the design philosophy 18 months ago instead of talking about it now.
Right.
So do you think they should just get rid of legendary?
Well, not get rid of
No.
legendary, but get rid of legendary on different levels. So you can still have legendary for commanders, but you can have Raphael as a non-legendary creature and a different rarity or maybe a different card. Because like imagine if you had a like the Raphael, say Raphael, they made a Raphael that costs 4 mana as a 4/4. So when he enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, discard a card, or discard a card, draw 2 cards, right? And he's just that doesn't need to be legendary. That could just be a regular, right? It could be just a non-legendary.
I would argue that one should be the legendary because that is them looting, and red is not supposed to loot. Rosewater has made this clear. Faithless looting was a design mistake for red. Red is supposed to rummage, not loot.
Well, I did change it to rummage. I did change it to rummage. I meant to because I went from drawing 2 cards to discarding a card, and I said, "Oh wait, discarding a card, draw 2 cards." So hey, I fixed my own problem there. but 4 mana 4/4 body that just rummages like that, it's not horrible. You know, it's not legendary worthy. Like if he attacked and he did that every time he attacked, still not legendary worthy. You know, but like if he had like an ability that said ninjas you control get +2/+0, then maybe that's legendary on that with that ability stepped on. He was stapled on. You know. So, yeah, you can see where the legendary rule is causing some issues because, like I said, they created Jenica, and this was brought up on the Distraction Makers, and I pulled a couple Jenicas. Jenica is not legendary worthy at all. She just creates a 2/2 token when she enters the battlefield.
Right.
Strike or something, whatever. But, like, she's legendary because
it's also a common, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Jenica a common?
I think so.
Yeah, so... Like you can't have crazy powerful effects on commons. We've seen that it just breaks formats.
Right.
Right. When you have like these really powerful effects on commons, it just breaks, especially limited formats. It just breaks them wide open.
Right. And like Ken Chicky says, sounds like Watsy's listening to the Magic compilation, trying to figure out the resolution and come up with a change that may actually involve what players say. Well, they're trying to make it so it's not overwhelming too, but I agree with you, Cane Shaker, on that. They are trying to listen. They do try to listen because they like to make that money. You know.
Yep.
It's the thing is that like you can't just listen to everything that people say because we as a community are stupid.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll put that out there and I'll argue it to the death. The Magic the Gathering community, when it comes to Magic the Gathering as a community, we're stupid.
Yeah.
Go to the Magic subreddit and just look at the absurd amount of god awful takes that are posted on that subreddit on a daily basis. And there's my evidence. Just go read the subreddit for a day and watch the insane takes that people have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's funny. Kryptonite says, how about a format where legend rule is ignored and treated like an legendary card? Not a bad idea, but it doesn't fix the problem in-house.
Right, because the issue they're saying isn't a issue for the players. It is an issue with the design philosophy, and it's painting them into really odd corners and making design harder, which we as a community should want the design process to be much simpler. We want it to flow easier because we get better cards out of that.
Right.
If they're having to sit there and struggle on a set because they've boxed themselves into weird corners, Well, that's bad for us.
Oh yeah,
We wanted them things to go smoothly and the sets to do well.
right. And it makes sense too to want to do that because like in standard, the legendary rule shouldn't apply as much as like it does commander. Right.
Yeah,
like,
commander, it doesn't matter, right? You're only putting one. You can't have multiple of these things in play anyways, unless you're running clones or copies. You're going out of the way. But in standard, if you have 4 of those rafts that that does like impact trimmers, right?
right.
That's a great mechanic. That's a great ability, but you can only have one of them in play.
Right. Kenny Chicken says, "Dang, Rayman, you busted me. I actually removed the word intelligent players." But yeah, but
Just tell how it is, man. Just tell how it is.
No, I agree with you because like one of the things I ever learned from movies was Men in Black when the Agent K or Tommy Lee Jones character, I can't remember his name.
Okay.
Yeah, Agent K was telling Will Smith's character, says a person is smart, but people are stupid.
100%.
The person is smart.
Most truthful lines in any movie ever, and it's in a movie about aliens, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's absolutely the truth.
Right, and so like when people get together, they act stupid. Their emotions are different than as a single person thinking for themselves.
Yep.
And so I've always held on to that because group mentality is like that. Mob mentality
100%.
is dangerous. Hell yeah. And so yeah, and I see on Facebook, not Reddit, because I don't tread Reddit anymore. A long time since I've been on Reddit. But I see on Facebook people getting discussions about rules, and you always have those haters, those people who are degenerate towards other players, other people. Then you have those people who are agreeing with the topic. Like you go through the comment section on someone's question, you get serious questions, not serious questions, insulting answers. And all that fun jazz. So yeah, as a group, it's hard to make our minds.
The Magic community has a condition that I like to refer to as often wrong, but never in doubt.
Right, never in doubt. Maybe
They're wrong a lot, but they have no doubt that they're right.
They're confidently wrong.
Confidently wrong. Yeah, it's wild sometimes.
Can you check your? Hey, can I grab my pitchfork and torch? Woohoo!
But that said, Magic is still the best game ever made. Right? I still enjoy it on a daily basis. I played 2 games yesterday because I just had so much stuff to do, but I got 2 games in and I had a blast. Right? It's still so much fun.
So much fun. Yeah. And like the legendary rule, as we were talking about, I'm hoping Wizard of the Coast can come to the thought process that it's okay to make named characters not legendary creatures. Like when I heard the ruling was, if it's a named character, it has to be legendary. I'm like, but the Foot Clan, right? If you have a specific Foot member, I guess. Kryptonite! Holy cow! Thanks for becoming a member.
Awesome.
Whoa. Holy cow! Just gonna have to add you to the end screen now. Whoa.
Hey, you should add me in there while you're at it.
Nighttime. Oh, you are in there, aren't you?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, I'll have to fix it. I've been so behind on everything. Nighttime. Just look at the success of Pre-Modern. No matter what they are doing going forward, we'll always have a bunch of great cards to have fun with. That is right, Nighttime. And also, on top of that, right? Like, there are lots of great cards. People will make formats that fit them, and if it gets popular enough, it'll become a popular format. Look at Brawl. That was another fan-made community thing that worked with Wizards of the Coast, and they made that a format for a bit. I don't know if it exists anymore, other than on Arena.
It still exists on Arena.
Says, here I am. Whoa. Yeah. But yeah, like one of the best ways to play Magic is Cube. I know someone in the chat loves Cube. I'm talking to you, Cane Shaker. Cube. That's your cue.
I think Cube is really fun if you also enjoy drafting, but I don't enjoy drafting. So I just Cube is not for me, which is fine. I'm glad those formats exist so people can have. Magic is such a varied game with so many rules and so many things you can do with it. I think the only wrong way to play Magic is not to play Magic. I think that's the only wrong way to really play Magic is just don't play Magic.
Chicken says, I love playing pre-modern. That's right. Some people like doing it. But like Cube is like one of the best formats because you can play with banned cards and don't care about them. You can play with legendary creatures if you want to. You can build a cube based on your own preferences. It's awesome. Captain Waffle says the Power Cube is the best cube. No, my cube is the best cube. Sorry. But yeah, like it's insanity. Like people create ways. And look, my next goal is to create either decks or a Turtles cube or a drafting format for cube. Like, you know, draft in a box, but actually set so you can draft over and over again. That's one of my later game goals. But I'm not making a 725 card cube again. Oh no.
Why not?
Why not? Because that's too many cards. Too many. You say that, but you never played cube, so
exactly.
So cube is the most awesome way to play. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Thoughts on Universes Beyond at the moment? I don't mind most of them, but I don't want to have to learn some new cards like the new TNT cards. Well, the Universes Beyond is going to target you or not, right?
Yeah.
Like Turtles was my thing. I mean, if the arcade cabinet and the hat don't say anything, or the toys on the shelf don't say anything, you know, Turtles are my jam. So I skipped Lorwyn, I skipped the previous set to save money for the cards I'm getting for Turtles, right? And that's because my budget's different than other people, right?
Right.
So Universes Beyond's okay, but you're just gonna want to buy into what you want to, especially if you're not like a standard head, like someone who plays standard all the time. If you're not playing standard, you can skip whatever sets you want. You know, you can just buy the singles if you play standard for the decks you want to build. You don't have to buy the sets, but support the sets you want to, so Wizards of the Coast knows how much love for the game is actually there.
And this is not a Universes Beyond problem. This is just a Magic problem, right? Yeah. When I got out of playing Type 2, which is what Standard is called now, when I got out of playing Type 2, I quit because I didn't like the newest set that they came out with, and I should have. The Kamigawa block is a set all about Japanese history and Japanese mythology, and anybody who knows me knows that the Sengoku Jidai is my thing. I love reading about that time in history in Japan, the people, the legendary things that happen. So that kind of time that they based Kamigawa off of is my jam. I hated it.
Right.
And that was an in-universe set. I didn't like anything about how the set functioned. I didn't like the Bushido mechanic. So I mean, this isn't a Universes Beyond issue. This is just a Magic issue. Sets are going to come out that you don't like. Right. And the fact that it has a Ninja Turtle skin on it means very little, because there are in-universes sets that even before there were Universes Beyond, notwithstanding Portal 3 Kingdoms, which is basically just Dynasty Warriors Magic. So this is a Magic problem, not a Universes Beyond problem. I think people like to phrase it as a Universes Beyond problem because there's a property that they don't particularly like, and they're like, well, I don't like this property. I don't want to learn these cards. I mean, that happens. It happened to me in Kamigawa block, and that should have been a set that I drooled over, and I hated it.
Kryptonite says, I never played Cube, but it intrigues me. I see an arena. Is it a fun arena? I don't think anybody here has played a Cube on arena. I played it in life. So I can't answer that for you particularly.
I've seen it on arena, but I have not played it on arena because of with the way the sets are dropping now. I got to save everything I can for the new sets, which really limits me to what I can do on arena.
That boy says, I agree. Starting to buy just singles. That's right. Singles is a good way to go. Buy into the sets that you want. Like Ninja Turtles, we bought the product from it because we want to show the Wizards we support that set ourselves in my house.
Yep.
Captain Waffle says, first Kamigawa set has been regarded as one of the weakest sets ever created, but some of the most powerful cards in Commander for the longest time. But it was created without Commander in mind at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And agreed, that boy says, 100%.
And that's the thing, right? You can like buy the cards that you need. If you don't want to buy booster boxes, buy the cards that you need, slip them in your deck, and move on.
Yep.
This is the first set that I've bought a lot of sealed for, just because. I mean, I was born in 1984. When the Turtles cartoon came out in '87, I got into it in like late '88. My mom and my dad, when I told them there's a Ninja Turtle set coming out, they were just like, "Oh my God," because they remembered what I was like as a kid, the turtle stuff that I had, and I was obsessed with the Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to support it. I wanted to open packs. I wanted to get that experience and relive a little bit of nostalgia.
Right.
When Strixhaven comes out, I'm just going to buy singles. I'm going to buy a couple Commander decks. I'm going to buy some singles. And then Marvel's going to come out, and I'm going to have to buy the stupid Collector Doom deck.
Kenny Chicken says, wow, SFT, I remember hearing something like that, what I said a bunch of years ago, called Next to a Flame Discussion, the Fireside Chat. Commander isn't real magic. Fight me. Captain Waffles. Waffles are supposed to be eaten in silent. No. Let's see.
Fatality.
Kamigawa was powered down because of mistakes of Mirrodin. Mirrodin was a broken set.
Yeah.
Mirrodin was beyond broken.
Well, Mirrodin wasn't just broken because Mirrodin, even though it's powerful cards, but when you had sets like Urza Saga and stuff mixed in that era, holy cow, that set was...
Well, now Urza Saga and them were 5 years before Mirrodin.
Right, but when we were playing, like with my area, not my play group, but my area, like people were mixing cards because there was no franchise version of what standard was. We played.
Right.
Oh, you guys didn't know what standard was.
Right.
What Type 2 was, because it was still called Type 2 back then.
Right. I started Alliances in 4th edition. Took my first break from MTG when Kamigawa block started because I was not feeling back then. That's right.
Yeah.
Infinity was broken Commander. Infinity was really good. And they made some Infinity cards that were nuts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not a Commander guy either. I will fight by your side with you, Captain Waffle. Well, one thing I got to say about that.
Brutal.
I mean, look, Commander has existed since like the late '90s. It's been around a long time. Now it's gone through some changes. When Sheldon brought it to the continental U.S. from Alaska, he made some changes. But Commander has been around longer than people think. It just was very niche for a long time.
Right.
Mm-hmm. MTG Loots. Yes, the intro was Suno a long time ago.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so but like there were broken sets. Commander is a format that exists, and it's the primary way to play Magic nowadays.
And it's not even close. It's what's crazy. It's not even there's not a close second, right? Modern is a distant second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad that Modern's seeing a lot of ridiculousness. Too bad. I think they need to revamp Legacy because a lot of Commander cards are playing Legacy. They need like a revamp Legacy or make a revamped Legacy set so you can play with a lot of newer cards in your 60.
Yep.
I mean, it's all like if they would just get rid of the stupid reserve list, they could reprint, and Legacy would probably be the premier way to play Magic.
Probably. Kenny Chicken says this is definitely the wrong channel to hit on Commander. That's right. It was Elder Dragon Highlander first and evolved into Commander, and that's because Commander was marketable.
Yeah. It also had some stupid rules in the original versions where you could only run one of any land. So your 100 card deck ran 16 lands because that's all the lands there were to run at the time. because you could only run one basic of each type, and then one, and that was all the non-basic lands there were. So your 100 card commander EDH deck had 16 lands in it.
Will Daisy says, hot take, Commander equals EDH. Product design for Commander takes away from the OG intent of EDH. Yeah, that changed for sure when they went to Commander. And the Commander product started selling. People started buying. EDH, the professor made a video a long time ago talking about how cards used to go through the system to see what's powerful and good in Commander and Standard and other formats. And that's what made cards worth money and worth playing in certain formats, knowing what cards are good, even though some cards in Standard were bad where they were good in Commander. But products started putting a target to an audience and it advertised better and started selling out. So it became its own thing entirely. So Commander and EDH, the two names separate them because they're not the same thing anymore.
Right.
Well, okay. So they are. The lineage is there. The only reason that Commander and EDH are named the way they are was because when WotC decided they wanted to make official EDH product, legal told them, this is straight from Gavin, legal told them they could not make a product called Elder Dragon Highlander.
Because Highlander was referencing a movie.
Correct. Because there was no doubt that the Highlander part of that was from the movie Highlander. There was no argument that they could make that would legally hold up that it wasn't from Highlander. So they had to come up with another name. That was the only reason the name changed for the actual official Magic products. They wanted to call it Elder Dragon Highlander. That was something that they wanted to keep. Now, as far as like how Commander not being a format or whatever, one of the things that WotC has, if you're a WPN store, is they have access to a lot of your information. They are able to see sales numbers and figures that you wouldn't normally have to give to a company, but it's just part of the deal for being a WPN store.
Right.
And they were seeing that stores that held casual Commander events. Now, this is in late 2000s. Stores that just held casual Commander events on a regular basis made more money than ones who didn't. And that was across the board.
Right.
And that's when WotC looked at it and said, oh, maybe there is something to this. Because it's not just a fan format that people are talking about. It's a fan format that people are going to their LGSs, they're playing, they're spending money, and we can quantify this. We can see the numbers that the stores that have these events are making more money than the stores who don't.
And so to add on to that, original Commander product was all reprints originally, except when they made Commander decks, and they couldn't sustain making nothing but reprint sets. And they learned that later on with Modern Horizons and stuff all the time, like when they went crazy with the reprint sets. So Commander changed because they wanted to bring focuses to certain strategies that didn't have enough Commander focus in regular sets. So what you're looking at nowadays with Commander is an evolution. And some of the evolution is broken, where we got CEDH levels. Some of the evolution is fixed, where you got more decks on power and theme. So... And it's a good guideline nowadays is to pick up a precon. And they're getting better at precons. Look at the Hearth Roll. Look at the Blight precon. Precon. All good.
The elemental one is good except for the mana base. If you can just not die early, that deck's insane.
That's the Kryptonite says, I am immortal. Immortal combat. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I had to do it.
Flawless victory.
They don't. That was good, Hillbilly.
That was
a lot of people don't. They don't differentiate Commander from Magic. Like there is an entire group of people out there who do not know that there's another way to play Magic that isn't Commander because it's that popular.
Yeah.
EDH intent was for players to pull together disjointed expansion set mechanics, commander-specific designs, ruins the heart of the deck design from the OG EDH intent. But also though, chaos draft is a thing. People would chaos draft and get the same experience. You know,
I mean, so the original intent for EDH was for you to have a deck that you could play between sessions of Dungeons and Dragons. That was the original intent.
Right.
And
also,
the deck was meant to be like an extension of a character. Like you weren't building a deck, you were building like a character sheet almost.
Mm-hmm.
And the spells that were in your deck were your character's stats. That was the original intent of EDH.
Mm-hmm. That's the original real intent of Magic. EDH was created by judges for a different reason.
So Sheldon didn't create EDH.
Right.
Sheldon brought it to here. The first guy who made EDH was some dude in Alaska. He wasn't a judge. Sheldon was a judge at his local store.
I thought the guy was a judge too. So,
all right. I don't think so.
Because I know Magic the Gathering itself was designed as an in-between game for Dungeons and Dragons itself. That was Richard Garfield and his boss's intent, which I can't remember his boss name. I should, but I don't. The movie of Sean Connery. That's right. But anyways, my friends, it is that time of the day. I can't believe we made it here. And where is it? Where is it? Here we go.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless.
The end step. The end step.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
All right, so it's time where we get to shill everybody else. This is the only time when Hillbilly actually shows his face. I explained to him how a paper bag could improve his looks. But he disagrees. He disagrees.
Ooh. Oh, man.
I'm
Court, gloves up. That one below the belt. That's a warning. Below the belt. Gloves up.
But anyways, we need to get out of here into the shill section because it is time to shill out where you can find us. And I'm looking at the wrong thing. So we're going to start with Lone Wolf.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me on. And I'll do my normal, just help support everybody else here out and like the stream.
Hell yeah,
Thanks,
like
Wolf.
the stream. Sure, you love the Lone Wolf. Give him hearts in chat. Whoop. And with that, we're going to move over to Rayman.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. We have so much magic going on this weekend here at Mr. B's. We have Commander tonight. We have F&M tonight, which is going to be Commander. We have Commander tomorrow, along with karaoke, which is always a blast to play a game while there's music going on in the background. On Sunday, we have our RCQ, which is going to be sealed. So we have a ton going on. If you want to check us out, we're on YouTube at Mr. B's Game Lounge. We've got our Commander decks up. We will have our next Commander game on Tuesday of this week. Doyle should be back playing Terra again. Let's see what other precons show up and see if somebody can knock him off the top of the hill. I guess I'm on a 71-hour break. I'll see you guys on Monday.
Alrighty.
We're going to roll over to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. This afternoon, I'm planning on doing a arena stream. Yeah, same thing with tomorrow afternoon. I'll be doing a arena stream. It'll be at 2:00 Central Standard Time this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, look, and he's just a floating head. So trust that as much as you want it. All right, everybody, Super Fast Tortoise. I don't know what we're going to do tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Are we going to play a Commander game, or am I just going to go through cards again? You let me know in Discord what you want to do. Because we could try to play another Commander game of Bracket 2, or we could just chill out, hang out, go through cards.
Cool.
So let me know. We'll go live at 7 p.m. no matter what. I just want to know what you want me to do. But with that, I want to thank everybody for being on the show. Rayman, Grandpa Hillbilly, Lone Wolf. Thank you, my channel members. Thank you, new member, Kryptonite. You rock, you roll. Thank you for the shout-outs. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for everything. I want to remind you all that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do. Oh, that hat and cabinet are very cool. Thank you. I want to remind you that you love someone's thinking about you. If you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change, the motivation that someone needs to get up and go. And James, you're the most coolest subscriber out there, by the way, because I know that's the command you put in. But let's get out of here. That's right.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and friends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times.